The HOA demolished my barn without warning. No notice, no hearing, nothing. Just a pile of broken wood where my family's history once stood. So I found their weakness and quietly set up 30 hidden pumps. What happened next? Beautiful chaos. I'd lived on that ranch my whole life, long before the HOA turned the nearby land into their luxury lake community. My old barn stood strong for generations, but they called it an eyesore. I came home one afternoon and it was gone. No warning, no permission. Just splinters where my grandfather's legacy once stood. I went to their office the next day, calm but firm. They smirked, said, "We sent you a notice." They hadn't. And worse, they had no legal right to touch my land. But I didn't argue. I didn't yell. I went home and started planning. That resort lake they loved so much, it was fed by a quiet underground stream, one that also passed beneath my property. So I began buying pumps. Not all at once. Quietly. Strategically. One here, two there. Over the next few weeks, I buried 30 industrial-grade pumps. What they took from me, I was going to take back. For 3 weeks, I worked in silence, digging trenches, laying hoses, installing pumps deep beneath the soil. 30 in total, all connected to timers, all hidden from view. At exactly 2 a.m. on a quiet Friday, the system kicked on. No alarms, no noise, just a steady drain. By sunrise, the resort lake had dropped nearly 2 feet. By the next weekend, docks were stranded, boats tilted in the mud, and algae took over the shoreline. The HOA scrambled, calling emergency meetings, blaming droughts, even city water lines. I sat on my porch, sipping coffee, watching them panic. They had no idea it was me. Then came the media, news vans, drones, even environmental inspectors. The once sparkling resort lake was now a muddy disaster. One sharp-eyed reporter followed the dry creek bed and spotted it, rubber hoses buried in the soil. The HOA freaked out. They launched investigations, filed complaints, hired lawyers, but they found nothing, because every pump, leased through a shell company I'd created, registered in another state. No names, no trails, no laws broken. All I did was redirect water, just like they redirected my peace. And the best part? They still don't know who really drained their perfect little paradise. Sometimes revenge doesn't need noise, it just needs patience and a few pumps. This is the HOA Stories. Subscribe for more true tales of HOA drama, karma, and justice. And remember, real power is knowing when to stay silent.